LEGO has finally given us official Fortnite sets based off the iconic Battle Bus, the Supply Llama, the Durr Burger, okay, and this thing? No, we gotta fix that one. LEGO Fortnite, am I right? This costume cost me $50, by the way. Whew. Hey everyone, I'm Adam, aka Ant Bandit, and welcome back to another video. Now, back when the LEGO and Epic partnership was first announced, I feel like the one thing the fans were most excited about was official sets. And now that they're finally here, we've got a great lineup of Fortnite builds, and it definitely makes me feel like we're in a golden era of LEGO video game themes. With Fortnite being the world's biggest crossover franchise, it is a good time to be a fan of both LEGO and video games with so many options out there to enjoy. But some of those options are gonna be a bit more bizarre than others, such as this. Now, in actuality, this is a super interesting build, but when I first saw it, it definitely struck me as weird. I mean, what a bizarre and unexpected pick for the first wave of these sets, especially with it being based off of one of the least popular alternate skins of one of the most popular mascot characters of the game. On the skeleton side, there is tons of great parts and building techniques that go into making all this great detail. But today, we're getting rid of all of it. I want to reform that classic Peely look by combining 2 copies of this set to make this banana whole again. And of course, I can't be the only judge of my own work, so we're going to be showing the final build off to one of the biggest LEGO and Fortnite fans that I know, and a true LEGO Masters champion, the one and only Brick and Nick. I've only got a few days to get all of this done before showing this off to Nick, so with all that said, let's jump into the build. Now, I'm sure some of you might be thinking, you just bought 2 copies of the same set, this is going to be easy. But it's not that simple, because the designers of this set never intended this to be split in half and combined. There's actually a really strong internal core that's gonna have to be entirely redesigned, but I am gonna do my best to mostly use the pieces that are included in the set as much as possible. First, we'll get rid of the skeleton half of Peely by disassembling all the bones and plates holding this together. There's his arm, and there we go. There's all the parts of his skeleton half on the table, and to be honest, this looks kind of weird, but it's a good starting point. Starting simple, I cracked open the other set and built his right arm. This is a clone build of his left arm, so it's the exact same build techniques and pieces, but it gives us a good idea of how this is gonna look. But this is where the challenge begins, because we can't start building his yellow half onto these studs. We've actually got to widen his body by 2 bricks so that it's symmetrical with the other side.
2 hours later.
After a bunch of work, we've got our new modified wider core that we can start building on top of. And we're definitely gonna have to figure out a solution for the printed tile for the mouth here, because it only comes in that one angle, but we'll fix that later. I kept building and reforming Peely using the exact same techniques used in the set and then duplicating them over on the other side. Then I ran into another problem, because even with parts from 2 copies of the set, we're still missing 3 different angled pieces with the right shape to replicate this build exactly. One of the missing pieces I needed was a 3x2 left wedge in yellow, and I was able to find one of these on the yellow delivery truck set that I had built and laying around. It also appears in the Bumblebee set, and this one wedge along with 9 2x2 yellow tiles were the only additional parts I used outside of those provided in the 2 sets. Lastly, I was struggling to come up with a solution for that printed mouthpiece when I remembered another cursed recent LEGO set from Despicable Me. The sticker sheet for the Minions expressions works perfectly here and was a great finishing touch for Peely. And with that, he's finally done. Here's a look at the finished Peely model. Overall, I'm super happy with how this turned out. It honestly looks exactly like I expected it, just a boneless Peely. But we still need a professional opinion, so let's talk to Brick and Nick.
Can't wait to see this thing. Oh man, that looks so good. What the heck? Yeah, I'm super impressed, man. I did not expect it to be so clean. I remember being like, I don't know how you would get away with the mouth. That just looks like an adorable Peely set. Like, I'm so glad like it actually works out so well. And the fact that you really just need like basically one extra sticker to like round it out is really phenomenal, that you don't have to like do a lot. Like they could have released this as a set and people would have been just as excited. Oh, so wait, where's the skeleton version of Peely now? Like, don't you have the full skeleton built as well?
Anyways, this was a really fun model to put together. Big thanks to Nick for checking it out. If you like Lego and gaming, definitely look up some of his content. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. By the way, if you want to put together your own classic boneless Peely, we have instructions for this model linked down in the description below. These were put together by my buddy James. He put a lot of effort into these and they turned out amazing. All you need are 2 copies of that Peely Bone set and a few additional parts and you're good to go. Of course, if you prefer that original Peely Bone look, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but let me know down in the comments what you think of this classic Peely look. Make sure to subscribe and like this video for more. Once again, I'm Adam, and I'll see you in the next one.